I bought flour, sugar, and eggs again. I made 12 cupcakes that night. I used small paper cups I found at the back of the cupboard. On Sunday morning, I knocked on Mrs. Green's door. She opened it with a smile. I gave her the cupcakes. She paid me $10. I was shocked. She said, "Good work must be paid. Don't forget that." That evening, she called me. She said, "3 people at the party liked your cakes. One of them wants to order next week. Can I give them your number?" I said yes. My hands were shaking when I ended the call. I looked at my father. He was drinking tea. I told him what happened. He said, "This is just the start." For the first time in months, I felt excited. It was small, just cupcakes, but they were mine. I made them. I sold them. I felt proud again. Not because I had money, not because I had rich friends, but because I did something real with my own hands. My cupcakes were small, but they gave me hope. Every Sunday, I made more. I bought better flour. I found cheap paper cups. I used oil instead of butter. People started calling me. They asked for 10 cupcakes, then 15, then 20. I baked at night. I packed them with care. I used simple boxes. I wrote their names on top with a pen. One woman said, "Can you make a chocolate one?" I said, "I will try." I looked for a cheap cocoa powder. I tested it. My cupcakes came out dark and soft. I gave her a sample. She said, "Perfect. I'll take 12 next week." I felt proud. Not rich, not big, but proud. Every dollar I saved went into more baking. I kept working at the bakery in the morning. I baked at home in the evening. My hands were always busy. I was tired, but it was a good kind of tired. My father watched me. He said less, but I saw the look in his eyes. It was soft, warm. One day he said, "You work harder than I ever did at your age." I smiled, but not every day was good. One Sunday, I opened the oven and found my cupcakes burned. I forgot to check the timer. I had 20 minutes. I looked away for just a second. They turned dark and dry. I had no money to buy more ingredients. I sat on the floor and cried. I said, "Why did I do this? I'm not good at anything." But then I remembered my first day at the bakery. I made many mistakes, but I did not stop. So I stood up. I took out the last bit of flour and sugar. I made a smaller batch, just 10 cakes. I called the woman and said,